Enjoy this free preview from MyOutdoorTV. With the largest library of outdoor shows, we're the home of the adventurous, the champions, the legends. MyOutdoorTV. Try us free.
Hey everybody, welcome to season 10 of American Heroes Outdoors. Man, it's been 10 years that we've been telling the stories of our nation's true heroes. Those first responders, those firefighters, those veterans, those people and emergency responders that do everything without asking for anything in return. Welcome to our debut for season 10. We are headed to Colorado to fish with an organization called Angling with Officers. We found out about Angling with Officers when we were out in Lake Erie last year fishing with the Zambreski brothers and learned that they had a program taking officers out and actually a fishing contest. And it really sparked our interest, because if we can help officers and tell their stories, that's what we're all about. So here we are, we're headed out to Colorado. We'll also be honoring our next Shields hometown hero, David Percy. So stay with us, we'll be right back.
American Heroes Outdoors shares the stories of our nation's true heroes, a documentation of journey, commitment, struggle, and healing. A glimpse into the sacrifice and bravery of our service men and women. This is American Heroes Outdoors.
Perfect. Good morning, Jack. Good morning. It's finally great to meet you. We're excited to be out here in Colorado, and just tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing out here the next couple days.
Well, the next couple days we're going to be taking some cops out fishing. So our organization, basically what we do is we take cops out 7 days a week, and we take different departments out and compete them against each other. So we make it like a tournament series, and the cops are allowed to bring their kids, their wives, significant others, whoever they want to bring. And we go out and try to catch as many fish as we can.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to a great day, and we'll have a lot more conversations here over the next couple days.
Let's hope we catch a lot of fish.
Green Hornet.
Get started. I'm gonna pull us out a little bit deeper because I'm seeing too much garbage on the bottom. No, this way or this way. When we pull these and it gets windy, it's spinning like this.
So I grew up in Colorado. I grew up in the mountains, Summit County, and when I was in high school, I had an internship class that I took, and I really didn't know what I was gonna do, and I procrastinated and ended up riding along with my buddy's dad, who was a sergeant at a local jurisdiction, and decided, I was like, this is awesome. I love cop work. I love seeing just what they do and being able to help people and give back to the community. And I went to college after that, and immediately after graduating college, put myself through the police academy, and I've been a police officer now for 16 years. Currently a sergeant in Golden. I run our special operations team, and it's probably where I'll stay for the rest of my career.
Just nice and slow.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Or if you want to pick them up, you can. I'll just, yeah. Come on, okay, stop right there.
Right there, right there.
Yep.
All right, nice job, bud. Nice job.
Yep, it's not gonna move. I took it away. You know, it's interesting. Jack contacted me and my commander and told us about this program. And at first I was like, okay, what's it about? I don't know. It sounds like there's got to be more to it. And then the more Jack and I talked, it was very clear that this was an awesome opportunity to get myself and my officers out of the office into a relaxing environment, come out, catch some fish. We're still being competitive with the other departments and trying to win the tournament. But if nothing else, like, I'm out here on a beautiful sunny day, hanging out, trying to catch fish, getting some real professional guidance on it, which I don't have, so it's a real interesting opportunity for us to come and fish with people that know what they're doing and get hopefully some walleye today.
It looks like he might have popped, but he was on there for a minute. We'll see.
Keep going. He'll tell you when he says stop.
Keep
Stop.
going. Keep going. Okay, stop.
Stop.
I'm gonna lift up.
No way.
He is. A bigger one too.
Well up right there. It's rolling. So stop.
Oh!
Look at that one.
Oh, we might be able to measure that one for the tournament.
It is truly a great job, and it's probably one of the only careers where you actually do get to see a change in people's life. You get to contribute to helping people, making things better, making the world a safer and better place. And at the end of the day, all the bad is outweighed by that. It's a great job. I can tell you right now, I've been able to respond to calls where people have been in the worst moment of their life and make a positive moment on them and literally change their life. And you don't get many opportunities like that. And law enforcement is one of the few where you get to go and respond to tragedy and make positive for people. And it's why I'm still in the job. It's why I'll be in the job until I retire. And it's a truly great career and opportunity.
American Heroes Outdoors is brought to you by Skeeter Boats and Yamaha Outboards, Shields, Disabled American Veterans, Woodland Resort, Smoky Hills Outdoor Store and Ice Castle Fish Houses, Minn Kota and Hummingbird, Innovative Sign and Graphics, S&S Promotional Group, and Base Camp Country Real Estate.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Colorado Chatfield Reservoir. We have Alan and Kylie on the boat this morning. And Jack, of course, is sitting over here trying to hide from the camera as usual. So we're with Angling with Officers out here on Chatfield Reservoir in Littleton, Colorado. So we're going to get after the walleyes this morning. We're going to do some trolling and see if we can't pick up some fish this morning and tell some more stories about these great police officers that live out here in Colorado. So stay tuned.
Outside, let's go on the outside of them, and then we're gonna, when we get to the end of the buoys, we're gonna come into, I would say, like 14 to 10 foot. Back, you tap it. You haven't got nothing in yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a fish on there. The line is, see?
Oh yeah.
That's a little one.
It's a little guy.
Still a fish though.
So I grew up in Colorado, born and raised, to college in Greeley, in Denver, and then actually became a teacher and taught preschool and kindergarten for 3 years, and then decided I wanted to change careers, and went on a bunch of ride-alongs with my dad, and he was a police officer, and I just was really excited every time I was out there and decided that's what I wanted to do, and went and applied to be a police officer and got it, and now I'm a police officer.
I have two children, two daughters, yeah, and one is Kylie, who is with us today, and she's beaten me so far in the fishing gig here, but we'll fix that. Well, I told her I'm going to do the biggest. She can get the most, but I'm going to get the biggest. So anyway, and she's working actually as a Wheat Ridge police officer. She's just early in her career now. And then I have her little sister. My youngest daughter's 23, and she's a Shawnee police officer in Kansas.
My goal was to work with my dad. Didn't get to do that, but hopefully maybe one day. I think getting his call right off the bat that was probably like the worst call I've ever had. Kind of set my mindset to what to expect on future calls.
It was April 13th of 2022.
I had went in, and typically when he was graveyards hits the road, swing shift will go in and start typing their reports. So I went in and started typing my reports. He was leaving. He had his smile on his face like he always does, excited to hit the road, and got him dispatched to a call of...
I contacted a guy in a stolen U-Haul. He didn't want to go willingly.
And then you just heard screaming over the radio. So then we all at the PD ran out of the PD, got in our cars. I still had my field training officer with me. So I was driving there, so I knew something happened. I didn't know what.
And long story short, we fought with him, and I thought I was being hit. It was about 12:30 in the morning, and he was doing it like this, because I had to hold him like this because he's trying to run, and he started stabbing me in the neck, and he got me 10 times in the neck and face area, and once in my chest and once in my back. How he did those, I'm not real sure, but. And before I finally got him down and got him into custody, and that's when I realized it was my blood that's squirting everywhere. And
so as we got closer, the people on scene asked for more IFAC kits, which are like kits with quick clot in them, tourniquets and all that.
Officer Shaw was one of our swatters, and he carried a special med kit and knew how to use it, most importantly, and he basically saved my life by using quick clot bandages and sticking them in the holes.
I arrived on scene, and my training officer got out of the car right away, and another officer that was on scene, Corporal, came over and told me I'm not allowed to go over there. And so then I initially, I wanted to go help. I'm here to help, that's my job, but I also wanted to help and make sure my dad was okay. I saw him get loaded into the ambulance with his head wrapped in bandages, but he was awake. I just remember in the emergency room, I just held his hand and he was covered in blood everywhere. That's kind of everything else after that's kind of like a blur.
Oh, yeah.
Did those count?
Nope.
Oh, dang it.
Only one. Cool. This is our
I almost bled to death, and I've had several surgeries since then, and one of the consequences is my left eye. He severed a bunch of nerves, and my eye I can't close or blink.
Okay.
But on June 1st, I had a major surgery where they peeled back my face and tried to repair the nerves, and it's coming along pretty good. And the doctor said it'd be about 12 months. He said it'd be 18 months on my eye. So I'm still holding out hope that the eye will start regenerating. And a lot of the recovery phase for me, because we're entering 14 months.
Right.
And a lot of it's been the mental part. It's been a roller coaster. The first 3 months were fine. It was just kind of what it was. I mean,
You'll get down in the dumps like I did. I think I got a little depressed a little bit afterwards, because one of my main goals was wanting to work with him and not getting to do that.
Right.
But just keep going, it's worth it. The citizens need you, and you're there to help them, whether in that moment they may not like you, but they'll come back to you eventually and thank you for what you did to them.
well, I'm pretty proud of my girls, I really am, because I know how difficult it can be, and for them to be doing it and doing well at it, it just tickles me to death, really.
I'm really thankful. I've met some of the nicest men and women ever out fishing, and it's been an honor. And I look at police officers as it takes a special type of person to do it. Not anybody can do it. And all the officers that I've fished with, they have been nothing but phenomenal. And it's just been a joy. It's been therapy for me too. So.
Hey everybody, that's a wrap out here in Chatfield Reservoir. Angling with officers, it's been a great trip. Got to spend the day today with Alan and his daughter Kylie, and they were competitive as all can be. I'm telling you what, you know, it was 4-4, and as we're reeling the lines in, you know, Alan thought he had the winning fish. He thought it was 5. It was all 6 inches long, but coming up to the boat and a bass bit it, and here she comes, and it's 5-5. So they're gonna have to live with it until their next adventure, and we thank them for everything out here, and stay tuned, folks. Welcome back to the show, everyone. And now it's time for our Shields hometown hero, David Percy.
If you don't know Dave Piercy, you should. He will be a friend. He will listen to what you have to say. He will do whatever he can to make your life better. Yeah, I just feel blessed that our paths crossed.
Welcome to Shields Hometown Heroes.
Shields Hometown Heroes is a way for us to say thanks to those that serve our country and our community,
and are still giving back to others today.
We honor your service by sharing your stories.
From all of us at Shields, thank you for your service.
My name is Dylan Julius with the Rapid City Shields, and today we are going down to Fort Real Cafe to surprise David Percy with the Shields Hometown Hero Award. Thank you, David, for all you've done for our country and community. Dave!
How's it going?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. On behalf of Shields, you have been nominated as the next Shields Hometown Hero. Awesome. I present that to you today. Thank you for all your service and for everything you do for the community.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate that. So when I joined the Air Force, I really didn't have my idea is I wanted to be like a cop or a security forces person with a K-9 unit. You know, that was kind of my dream. I had a cousin that did that with the Sheriff's Department in our hometown. That didn't work out. I guess someone had other plans for me. So I got selected to go to air traffic control school. Looking back on that now, it was a great stepping stone to where I'm at today. I retired in 2010 again. I took a job at Rapid City Regional Airport here as an air traffic controller, and I've been there for 12 years. I was in the military for 22 years, and I did air traffic control the whole time. Some of my travels, talking about leaving home, leaving family. Got married. We moved all the way from Florida to California. That was my first base at Castle Air Force Base in California. We were there for 7 years, and then we moved to South Carolina, Shaw Air Force Base. We went to Germany for 4 years, and then in 2004 we left Germany and we got assigned here to Ellsworth Air Force Base in Rapid City, South Dakota.
He went to Iraq, but he went to Iraq when we were in Germany, so that was a little bit more challenging because it wasn't close to home, and just having to work out, the different details of all of those things. And just before he was to come home, he called me real quick to say, "Just want you to know that I'm safe. Turn on CNN." That's all they could say. And so I turned on CNN, and then there you see the explosions of where he was stationed, and I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't turn on CNN. But I knew he was okay. That was probably the most stressful in having the kids.
It's definitely a high stressful job depending on the location where you work. Things happen over a period of minutes. You have to have a calm demeanor in an emergency situation. And that's what I find most rewarding about it. And at the end of the day, it's a big responsibility. And if there's no emergency throughout a day, we call that a great day. So.
He works full time. When he is not at work doing his real job, he is here doing things with Rhonda so they can make this work. He is behind her 100%.
2015 and 2017, Rhonda came home and she said, hey, she was teaching 2nd and 3rd grade, I remember. And she's like, I'm starting to notice like some kids are coming to school hungry. So from that conversation, a few weeks later, she came home again and said, hey, I have this vision of bringing people together in a cafe setting because I have no idea what that looks like. So what does that mean exactly, right?
I had no idea what it looked like, and so as a teacher, You were supposed to have a plan and everything laid out, and that was not it. It was really a step of faith. And so when I told David, I said, hey, I feel God's calling me to step away from teaching and to pull food and people together in the community. And so the entire time along the way, he has supported me 100%. He has still questioned as to what it may look like at the end, which I think we all did, and just one piece at a time.
So a gifted meal is a meal that people can come in and exchange 30 minutes of volunteering for that meal if they can't afford to buy it. People can come in and pay it forward. You know, you can come in and say, hey, I'll pay $10 for my meal, here's another $10 to pay it forward for somebody else's meal. It works like that.
A lot of people think when it's a pay what you can cafe, they think it's going to be a typical soup kitchen, and it's not.
And so it's a place where people can come, whether they have the means to pay, or they want to volunteer, or they have lots of means and they want to give a little extra. And so it's really, food is that piece that brings people together. And when you sit down at a table, I truly believe we could solve the world's problems at the table.
We got to help people. You know, it's all about helping people. So at the end of the day, that's why we're here. That's what we're going to do. We're here to help people, gather the community.
It's here because of the community, because the community has come in. We just kind of orchestrated what it looks like.
There's opportunities all over the place. If you just look for an opportunity to get involved somewhere, Fork Reel is just one place, but I challenge people, just get involved in your community if you can do it.
Wow, what a great episode, right? We were out fishing with those officers in Colorado and watching that little guy catch those walleyes and catching trout and just getting to know the Angling with Offers organization. They are truly an outstanding organization, and you should look them up. You should look up, and if you can support those officers, anything we can do to make their jobs better, we should do. So thank you, and until next time, stay tuned.